In the headlines, Dominica welcomes first Salvadorian ambassador. Prime Minister Skerrit suggests immediate move on some cannabis-related issues, and Dominica recognizes World Fisheries Day 2018. Hello and welcome to National Focus. I'm Prisca Julien. Stay tuned for details of the headline stories and others coming up. Welcome back. On Tuesday, the President of Dominica, His Excellency Charles Savre, received credentials for the new ambassador and plenipotentiary of the Republic of El Salvador to the Commonwealth of Dominica. This ambassador is the first ambassador to Dominica of the Republic of El Salvador, and Dominica's president extended welcome with hope of developing fruitful relations with the Republic of El Salvador.
As the first ambassador of the Republic of El Salvador accredited to Dominica,
como la primera embajadora de El Salvador que tiene la acreditación a la Mancomunidad de Dominica,
it is indeed a pleasure for me to welcome and congratulate you on the occasion of this new relationship between Dominica and the Republic of El Salvador.
Para mí es un honor de recibirle y darle la bienvenida a esa estrecha y buena relación entre las dos naciones.
Formal diplomatic relations were established between Dominica and the Republic of El Salvador on the 5th of June 2014.
La relación diplomática ha establecido entre Dominica y la República de El Salvador en 2015.
However, bilateral relations between our two countries,
entre los dos países,
though cordial,
aunque sea cordial,
have been relatively inactive.
Ha sido relativamente inactiva.
Now that your country has accredited an ambassador to Dominica,
Y ahora que su país ha acreditado una embajadora a la Mancomunidad de Dominica,
I look forward to the development of a fruitful and lasting relationship
y espero de una relación fructífera entre los dos países.
between our two countries.
His Excellency Charles Savre hopes that the strengthening of ties between the two countries will lend itself to the development of renewable energy in Dominica.
Like El Salvador,
Como El Salvador,
Dominica is almost entirely volcanic in nature
Dominica también tiene las mismas características volcánicas
and is blessed with significant proven geothermal reservoirs.
y tiene una reserva de geothermal.
We in Dominica
Nosotros aquí en Dominica
are currently seeking to develop our geothermal resources.
estamos buscando cómo producir y multiplicar esos recursos.
Firstly, for domestic consumption,
En primer lugar, para el consumo doméstico,
with the objective of making Dominica 100% reliant on renewable energy,
de hacer que Dominica sea 100% dependiente de energía alternativa.
for electricity generation with a mix of geothermal and hydro,
Para la generación de electricidad con una mezcla de geothermal y hydro.
and in the medium term to develop the capacity to export geothermal electricity
Y a tiempo medianos para multiplicar y producir esa capacidad de exportar esa energía
to our neighboring islands,
a los países vecinos,
particularly our closest neighbors of Martinique and
en
Guadeloupe.
particular Martinica y la Guadalupe.
We would therefore wish to be able to draw on your country's considerable experience and expertise in geothermal generation.
The Ministry of Education has officially been handed over completed school buildings as the China UNDP roof restoration project has come to completion. The re-roofing project came about as a result of damage caused by Hurricane Maria. The Chinese government, just 10 days after Hurricane Maria, signed an agreement with the UNDP to donate $3 million for procurement of roofing materials. The physical labor was provided by the government of Cuba through a team of 80, including 4 engineers. The main building targeted under this project was the Dominica State College. The Honorable Minister for Education, Peter St. Jean, at the handing over ceremony, thanked those who had contributed to the restoration of the school buildings.
Thank you to all our partners, Cuba, the UNDP, Engineers Without Borders, and the People's Republic of China.
Though the building of focus was the Dominica State College, other buildings were re-roofed through this project, something the minister made mention of with gratitude.
It was not just limited and restricted to the Dominica State College. Of noteworthy mention is the support for the Woodford Hill Primary School, the Penville and Benz preschools, and currently they are working with the Ministry of Education, providing supervisory and technical support in the rehabilitation of the Salisbury Primary School.
China's ambassador to Dominica, His Excellency Liu Kong, says he's happy that his government was able to assist Dominica in this manner.
We are happy that the project has now been completed and achieved a great success, benefiting about 500 homes across the country. 6 buildings at the Princess Margaret Hospital, 5 medical centers, 2 schools, and 6 buildings at the Dominica State College.
Similar to the Minister for Education, President of the Dominica State College, Donald Peters, is grateful and satisfied for the upgrading infrastructure the rehabilitation has provided.
It therefore gives me great pleasure to have this opportunity to say thank you. Thank you to the People's Republic of China and express our sincere gratitude to you. You have changed the lives of a lot of us here at this college. You can well imagine, with no roofs on 6 buildings, we would be stuck here in 6 classrooms. But we had 2,000 people who work here, go to school here, and your donation is certainly important to the future of our campus.
He recounted the level of damage suffered by the DSC campus and noted that before the People's Republic of China had stepped in, there was some concern on how repairs would be undertaken for the campus.
I walked 3 miles from Kinfield. When I got closer to Lower Campus, there's a telephone post across the road. I jumped on it, and when I stood there and looked at the buildings, and as tears filled my eyes, I realized we're not coming back to this place till 2025 because everything was gone. And it was overwhelming. So anyhow, we persevered. On November 26th, we opened school with 9 classrooms right here in this building. And I must take the opportunity to thank those students. Those students are resilient. They never complained. They was getting mouillé every day, but they were there. No internet, no electricity, and we survived. So you can imagine how happy I was when the ministry, government officials called me and told me that we were going to be funded, the roofs were going to be repaired, renovated by a donation from the People's Republic of China. That PRC, they had agreed to provide the funding, and that UNDP would handle the logistics and the processes.
You're watching National Focus. More when we return. Welcome back. The Chinese ambassador to Dominica, His Excellency Liu Kong, recently assured that comprehensive scientific work is being used in the restoration of the West Coast Road. The ambassador was speaking at a handing over ceremony for which the Chinese government officially completed a re-roofing project for Dominica post-Hurricane Maria. His Excellency Liu Kong gave some specifications on the ongoing work on the West Coast Road, noting that the practices being used will ensure resilience along the E.O. Leblanc Highway.
With regard to the West Coast Road rehabilitation project, the modern laboratory for the test of the hardness, strength, and the water seepage condition of the cement, concrete, and other materials has been established. So we, concerning the West Coast Road, we have a very, very scientific and comprehensive study for all the concrete and all the cements.
He says all measures are being taken to ensure the bridges being built along the West Coast roads will not be washed away despite heavy flooding.
In order to increase the flood resistance capacity of the bridges, the foundation piles of the bridge will go deep into 20 meters. The piles will go into the 20 meters, around the 7-story buildings high, you see. So, and 1.5 meters in diameter will be built for the piles and the stakes of the bridge. So after the completion of the bridge, even all the roads washed away, I think the bridge will stay there. The bridge will stay there. So you are not to be flooding off the bridge will wash away in the future on the West Coast Road.
Also this news time on Tuesday, fishing communities around the globe marked World Fisheries Day, including Dominica. World Fisheries Day was established in 1998. It has since become an annual activity recognized globally on November 21st. This year, World Fisheries Day is celebrated nationally under the theme Partnership and Innovation for Climate-Resilient Fisheries. The day's celebration serves as an important reminder for a focus on changing the way the world manages global fisheries to ensure sustainable stocks and healthy oceans ecosystem. Speaking to GIS News Program Coordinator for Ocean Governance and Fisheries of the OECS Commission, David Robin, says that the division of OECS is focused on the sustainability of fisheries and its benefits for the Caribbean, including Dominica.
The blue economy can support Dominica's aspirations to become resilient. The blue economy offers options for the OECS member states, inclusive of Dominica, where the resources can be used in various ways, where there can be other activities which are currently not undertaken. Simply, for example, there could be fisheries which are available, which are not yet being used. Those can be used. We can have value added to fisheries. We can have a variety of different entities and activities.
He explains what exactly the blue economy is.
The blue economy is really a new terminology. There's another phrasing for it. It is the sustainable ocean economy. And that's where the economic benefits from the oceans, the wealth, is in balance with the health of the oceans. That is the ability of the ocean system to sustain economic growth for current and for future generations.
Robin went on to elaborate some of the ways in which a healthy marine ecosystem can contribute to sustainability in Dominica.
What we have found is that the fertilizer produced from sargassum is outperforming some of the ones we see advertised very much on television. So that's just a single example. There may be other creatures within our marine space which may have benefit for the medical community and for medicines. So we do not know all of what's there as yet, but we are hoping that in the future we can be able, with capacity building, with access and benefits from those resources, with transfer of technology, with investments, to be able to have what is within the ocean space contribute to the overall development of Dominica and of all the other member states on a sustainable basis.
Finally, this news time, Chief Magistrate Candia Carrett George is reporting that currently all functions of the Magistrate Court are up and running both in Roseau and in districts. The Chief Magistrate was providing an update to the public on the operations of Magistrate Court since passage of Hurricane Maria at a recent press briefing. She says despite much difficulties, great work was done to ensure the court is now fully functional.
So we can say safely that all our courts that sit in Roseau, they're up and running, and they have been up and running for a while now. We started court in November of last year for the most part in Roseau. Those at the Cock Street location started earlier this year because we had little drawbacks in terms of getting the partitioning done upstairs of Charles Pharmacy, but everything is in order now.
Judge also gave detailed updates on the district courts.
All our district courts are up and functioning. And they all started last year. November, December, all our courts have been functioning. The Grand Bay Court is situated at the Pishley Community Center. The issue that we had there was electricity, but electricity is now no longer an issue. It has been reconnected and the court functions well there. St. Joseph, we continue to sit at the St. Joseph Community Center, and there as well, all utilities have been restored and we are functioning as we did pre-Hurricane Maria.
Judge went on to thank the general public for being patient in the time of transition.
I wish to thank the general public for their patience, the lawyers, and everybody that comes or passes through the court system. Thank you for your patience. In the times when you had to come and our air conditioned units were not functioning properly, you probably had to deal with a little bit of mosquitoes in St. Joseph, but everything is much better now. So we thank you for your patience, and we will continue to work until all courts are up and running as they should, and we are back to 100% functioning, and functioning even better than we did pre-Maria.
And that's the English segment of the news. We now join Shaakira Pierre for Creole highlights.
Bienvenue à ce nouvel accueil. Non, moi c'est Shaakira Pierre. Premier ministre Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit quoi est bien important pour nous discussion contre sujet cannabis. Premier ministre a fait parole à la pendant une consultation nationale à ce cannabis à Goodwill Parish Hall vendredi. Premier ministre a dit c'est pas tout le monde qui est d'accord à ce sujet ça là, mais il dit ça c'est tout par décision là qui s'est posée pour place. Honorable Skerrit dit il est bien évident qu'il comment pour servir cannabis qui a changé tout le monde là et puis là arrivé pour garder compte purpose là pour religion et puis santé. Honorable Skerrit dit il est bien satisfait agrément là qui j'ai fait à ce et puis sujet là qui gouvernement s'est adressé actuellement et puis d'autres discussions qui continuent à ce d'autres aspects contre cannabis. À date nouvelle, président Dominica, His Excellency Charles Savre complimenté gouvernement Czech Republic là pour effort là qu'il a fait pour faire relations diplomatiques et Dominique plus fort depuis ces deux pays là établi relations diplomatiques en l'année 1996. His Excellency Savre fait parole ça la vendredi semaine passée. Le président là recevoir les credentials là hot ambassadeur neuf là pour Czech Republic là pour Dominique, His Excellency Vladimir Enzinberg. His Excellency Savre fait mention contre bon travail là Development Agency Czech Republic là qu'a fait. Ambassadeur Czech Republic là pour Dominique, His Excellency Vladimir du pays qui a fait commitment pour faire relations diplomatiques et Dominique plus fort. En même temps, l'ambassadeur Kingdom of Norway pour Dominica, Excellency Ingrid Molestad, présenté les credentials pour président Dominique, His Excellency Charles Savre, mercredi semaine passée. Ambassadeur neuf là-bas commitment là pour supporter Dominique et puis pour faire relations diplomatiques plus fort entre ces deux pays-là. Président Dominique, His Excellency Charles Savre, parlait contre intéressant Norway, ni en oceanographie, changement climatique et puis développement sustainable. Disaster Vulnerability Reduction Project a commencé un survey topographique le 15 novembre l'année 2018. Ça c'est comme mauvais condition temps là à mois mai, seulement 60% survey là c'est fini. Un avion qui servi pour finir topographique survey là qui est ni pour courir bien bas pour taper information là. Your company Hot Canada MC McClinney Consulting Services te tapé contre la Hot DVRP là pour faire projet ça là. Survey ça là important pour taper information code naturel et puis bagay qui fait par nom as affecté et même con élévation. DVRP's Measurement and Evaluation Specialist Nadet Langford dit public là ça joue un gros pas en projet ça là. Et puis finalement, ministre éducation la tapé bâtiment là qui finit qu'on projet là pour manger tête Kai State College là, la gouvernement People's Republic of China financé et puis UNDP te ka kou fini. Projet ça là te hot résultat là quand cyclone Maria te dommagé tête Kai State College là. 10 jours après gouvernement c'est chinois là signé un contrat et puis UNDP signé un agreement pour faire available $3,000 matériel pour tête Kai là. Travail là été fait par volontaire Cuba. La 80 hommes, 4 c'est ingénieurs fait travail là. Ministre éducation Honorable Peter Sergent a petit cérémonie là oui merci tout qui fait une contribution pour faire projet ça là possible. À part projet ça là d'autres têtes qui a été réhabilité et puis ministre là aussi oui merci tout qui fait ça possible pour contribution ça là. Ambassador China pour Dominique, His Excellency Lukun, dit est bien content gouvernement et ça de Dominique en manef ça là. Président State College là, Donald Peters dit est bien plaisir et puis satisfait et puis travail là il fait à ce State College Dominique là. Ça c'est tout pour Nouvelle à Creole. Moi c'est Shaakira Pierre. Au revoir.
And that's all for this edition of National Focus. Be sure to follow GIS on facebook.com/GIS News Dominica and follow us on Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. From all of us here in the GIS News production team, I am Prisca Julien. Thanks for watching.